Well, as of about 5 minutes ago, the 117th session of Congress came to an end and the 118th officially began. And part of that new class is embattled Congressman-elect George Santos, despite the calls for him to step aside. Now, you're looking at new video here from this morning of Santos entering the hallway of his new office, then turning around when he saw a group of reporters. Also today, the Democrat who used to hold that Long Island seat called Santos a con man for lying about his background. Jody Goldberg is live in Plainview for us with more on what's shaping up to be a very dramatic day on Capitol Hill. Jody.
Chris, it's a dramatic day and quite an unusual one because we're not 100% sure how it'll play out or how long it'll take. Because before George Santos is even sworn in, first the Republican-controlled House has to take a vote for the Speaker. And now moments ago you saw that video of Santos turning his back on the media. Also on Twitter, reporters posting him being asked questions and him not answering. Definitely an interesting start to what could be his first day in this position. We've been reaching out to him over the past days and weeks and haven't heard back. George Santos's nameplate hangs outside the door of his new office in Washington as federal and local prosecutors continue combing through mounting allegations.
I'm not a fraud.
Late Monday night, Santos's attorney told Fox 5 he's in the process of addressing the latest alleged complaint after prosecutors in Brazil announced they're looking into reinstating Santos's fraud charges that stem back to 2008 when the incoming congressman allegedly stole checks. This as his resume ended up under a microscope after the 34-year-old admitted to embellishing much of it.
Did I embellish my resume? Yes, I did. And I'm sorry.
But before Santos can be sworn in, the Republican-controlled House has to elect a speaker, a position Congressman Kevin McCarthy is vying for. He may not have the votes he needs at first because ultra-conservative members oppose him.
He's part of the swamp cartel. We'll block Kevin. There'll be, I suspect, 10 to 15 members who will vote against him.
In an article written by retiring Democratic Congressman Tom Suozzi, he refers to Santos as the con man who's succeeding him.
Your call has been forwarded.
Calls, texts, and emails to Santos's team have gone unanswered. There's still no official word on where his campaign office will be or any information about the staff he hired. Constituents in New York's 3rd District say once a speaker is selected, Santos shouldn't be sworn in.
After he lied, I don't think he should.
But assuming Santos is seated, the House can expel members, which requires a 2/3 vote. Only 5 members have ever gotten kicked out of the chamber.
The guy's a liar. He shouldn't even be allowed to go to Washington.
Now, in the event Santos is expelled or he steps aside, there would be a special election where the executive committee from each party would put forth a candidate, typically within 90 days if that happened. We, of course, will have the latest for you, Chris. For now, we're in Plainview, Long Island. Jody Goldberg, Fox 5 News. Let's send it back to you.
All right, Jody, thank you very much.